Hello and welcome back to World of Tanks with Dsann. In today's video, we'll be taking a quick look at a viewer replay sent in by one of my clanmates actually. And before I get on with that replay, I just want to point out that this is the first time I've actually watched this myself. I have seen the results obviously because on WoT replays where she sent it to me, but other than that, this is my first go through as well, so this should be exciting. So let's head on to the replay. Alright, here we see the replay. This is Demon Chloe in her SC-100Y, which is a premium Russian tank destroyer. Neat thing about this thing, it has the similar caliber gun to the IS-7, so it does similar amount of damage, but less penetration, obviously being a tier 6. So, while technically at the bottom of the tree, this tank really can handle itself even at tier 7. As we're about to see, so let's get on with this replay and let's see how she does, shall we? Oop. Back down to 1 times because I had sped it up because of the timer at the start. I don't know why replays have that, and it's a pointless waste of time, isn't it? So this is Erlenberg, and oh, that's the right button. Erlenberg, and it is Assault. It is tier 7 game, and it is very tier 7. Over half the team seem to be tier 7, so that's a thing. Let's see, that button, yes. So you can see what tanks they are. So yeah, majority on both teams are, well, on Chloe's team is tier 7. They and may seem to have one less. Interestingly. Now, as I said in the start, I have actually not seen this replay. I do know how it ends, and well, yeah, it can be painful. So I'm gonna speed things up a bit because we're just watching it trundle along to the flank. This thing isn't the fastest tank in the world. I mean, it's not slow by any means, but it's not fast either. Okay, so now I will point out that the reload speed timer is broken on replays. It always has been, probably always will be. Just how they roll. And that's actually surprising that it bounced anything, because this tank isn't very well armored. But look at the damage. This gun is absolutely amazing, and Tiger being a bit silly blocking there, but you know. Are you gonna how it is sometimes? Oh, somebody took a big hit there. Increase the size of the map a bit so I can actually see what the hell is going on. Of course I do have this button, but you know. You can see that the team is really scattered. And as usual, you'll notice that that was a really low roll, by the way. Notice a lot of people do this on this map, and I don't understand why. They go out all offensive here. They rush around here, but you're supposed to be defending up here. Why? Why do you do this? So, oh, he's just sniping away. I don't even think they realize she's here. That was a nice hit. And this thing, while it doesn't have the great rate of fire, obviously, it does still have a pretty decent rate of fire considering how much damage this thing does. And her teammates, it's 4-4, so it's pretty even so far. It's a bit slow start, but I assume it gets more interesting later on considering the results. Ooh, still a low roll, by the way, because remember, 440 average damage. Now, unfortunately, I do not know the stats of this tank well enough to be able to recite all of them to you, but it is a pretty solid tank all around, except for the armor is kind of thin. Ooh, ballsy VKH 3601 there. And now he's a dead 3601. Chloe's obviously seen the threat on the right flank, the northeastern flank if you will, and is going back. The problem with not having actually seen this before is I don't know what happens, so it makes it a little bit trickier to commentate, but you know, than usual. As obviously you don't know what's going to happen, so you can't really talk about it. Here we see her setting up. That IS is going to be basically spotting for her. Oh, right in that crumble. Nice shot. Ooh, a Fury. That was the worst premium tank purchase I ever made. Accuracy is actually quite good for a Russian, you know, a gun of this caliber, but I don't know. This thing is very punchy, and it seems very good for its tier, so if you can get a hold of one, I would recommend it. Now there are very, very many people over there. I can see, what, 3, 4 or 5 people over in that, by the base. Now the Black Prince makes a horrible mistake there, and he doesn't really get punished because the gun rolls really low. And things are still very even. This could swing either way. It's only 10 to 11. About 3 minutes left. All they need to do is hang in there for another few minutes. Or kill everything, obviously. Ooh, 494. Nice hit. There you see the high rolls on this thing really hurt. Especially at tier 6 and 7 where health pools aren't really all that high. I mean, an SU-100Y could conceivably two-shot itself. Actually, quite reliably two-shot itself. I mean, it's well within their one-shot range of a KV-2. Hell, fire AP with a KV-2 and these things pop. So, just trying to get more shots on that T-29, who... yeah, he's... Is he angling? Is he side-screen? I can't quite tell what he's trying to do there. Ooh, that was... that was a lucky shot. That hit, like, right there. That was an inch. It might actually hit the gun mantlet, but eh. Three versus 1. This should be doable. Question is, will the enemies rush or will they just cap? Chloe seems a bit unsure where to put herself, but let's see, shall we? Spots the tiger, but gets spotted in return. This is a risky proposition because, yeah, that tiger hits her. She's dead. Again, she's dead. She has to. Oh, and yep, that's a defeat. Did all those hits, and you'll see in a minute how much damage she did, but alas, it was for nothing. And let's head on to the after battle report, and you'll see exactly how heartbreaking this defeat actually was. Alright, here we see the after battle report. As you can see, it was, of course, a defeat. She aced the tank, though. Got 126,000 credits, 1,596 XP for the victory. That is insane when you consider it's a defeat. Got Confederate, Defender, High Caliber, obviously, and Tank Sniper. Kind of makes sense when you see the amount of damage. I mean, look at all these hits. Shit, like so many enemy vehicles. It is ridiculous. And you can see her base XP, 1,643. She got more XP than the enemy team. And these guys won the game, you know? That's just insane. So, got 1600, did 5,976 damage. So close to 6k damage. That's a bit disappointing in and of itself, I'm sure, but just the defeat, I mean, this good of a game and you lose? Good God, that's gotta suck. So, fired 17 shots, 15 of which hit, and 14 penetrated. Bounced one shot, obviously. Sorry about that. Just took 5 hits, 3 penned, and 2 bounces. I mean, the tank doesn't have fantastic armor, but, you know, any bounce is a good bounce in my opinion. 11 enemies damaged. That's ridiculous. She shot most of the enemy team. 2 kills, 548 spotting damage, and that netted her a tiny profit of 111,000, almost 112. Now, considering this is a tier 6 premium, this is ridiculous. I mean, I've seen numbers like, I rarely see numbers like that on a tier 8 premium, and they're considered the best moneymakers in the game. Now, on top of that, she got 3,200 XP for winning, which is insane. I mean, for defeat, sorry. She got 3,200 XP on the defeat. I can only imagine what this would be like doubled. Anyway, let's finish this video off, so head back to the garage and I will see you guys there. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Before I go, I just wanted to say a couple things and show you a couple things. First off, if you're interested in the SV100Y, it is here in the tech tree. It costs 2,200 gold, and if you want to take a look at the stats, just pause the screen here or something, I don't know. So there's the stats. I'm not going to go over them very much. It's not like this is a review. I might get a review if I ever get one of those. So anyway, before I go, I will be doing a review of this, the T54 first prototype, which is an interesting little vehicle, and I like the way it plays, but I haven't quite gotten the hang of it yet. But I mean, look at this armor. 120 hull armor on a tier 8 premium. Oh my god. And also I'll be taking a look at this thing eventually when I get it all kitted out, but that'll be a ways away. I may wait until I get to the tier 10, I don't know. But yeah, I'm still missing the turret, engine, tracks, radio. I have the guns though. That's the important part, right? Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Please remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter for all the updates and teasers and all that stuff I'm planning on doing there. And I will see y'all next time.